Blackwood Manor loomed, a skeletal silhouette against the angry, bruised sky. Rain hammered down, each drop an icy fingertip. The old house seemed to breathe, mist escaping its broken windows like ghostly sighs. 50 years ago, a family vanished from Blackwood. No trace, no explanation, just whispers that chilled the bone. Now 4 friends stood before its decaying grandeur, drawn by the legend.
Creepy. Think anyone's home?
Her bravado a thin shield against the oppressive atmosphere, but inside a shiver ran down her spine. This place felt wrong, cold. They pushed open the creaking iron gates. The sound echoed in the silence. With each step towards the house, the air grew heavier, thick with an unseen menace. The past felt close, too close for comfort. Inside, dust lay thick, undisturbed for decades. Sunbeams, pale and watery, cut through the grime-coated windows, illuminating motes of dust dancing in the air. The air hung heavy, thick with the perfume of decay and something else. Something unnameable.
Hello?
His voice echoed in the cavernous hall. A floorboard creaked above them. All eyes snapped upwards. Silence. Then a soft, mournful sigh drifted down from the shadows.
Did you hear that?
Jake scoffed, his voice a nervous tremor.
It's just the wind. Relax.
But his hand trembled as he brushed a cobweb from his face. The air felt colder here, almost suffocating. As they ventured deeper into the house, each room whispered its own story of sorrow and neglect. A child's doll lay abandoned on a rotting armchair, its painted eyes staring blankly. A half-finished meal sat on a table, the food now dust frozen in time. The library was a tomb of forgotten knowledge. Books lined the walls, their spines cracked and faded. As Chloe ran her fingers over their titles, a chill shot up her arm. It felt like a hand had grasped her, icy and insubstantial. She snatched her hand back with a gasp.
Something touched me.
There's nothing there, Chloe.
Though his voice lacked conviction, he too felt the growing unease. It was more than just the creepy atmosphere. Something was watching them. A sudden gust of wind slammed a door shut. The bang echoing like a gunshot. Chloe jumped, her heart hammering. The laughter died in her throat. Then, from the shadows beneath the stairs, a low, guttural growl sent shivers down their spines. It was a sound of pure malice, hungry and ancient. This time there was no denying the terror that tightened their throats. Panic surged. They raced for the front door, their footsteps pounding on the wooden floor, but the door wouldn't budge. It was as if an unseen force held it fast.
It's locked.
Help us!
Liam shouted, his voice echoing in the sudden silence. But there was no answer, only the mocking laughter of the wind howling through the broken windows. The temperature plummeted. A bone-chilling cold seeped into their bones. And then they saw them. Faint figures, shimmering like heat haze, materialized in the dust-filled air. A family, their faces etched with terror, reenacting their final moments. They were trapped, just like the friends, their silent screams echoing through the decades. Chloe stumbled back, her hand flying to her mouth to stifle a scream. The figures flickered, their forms growing stronger, their silent agony almost tangible. They were being drawn into the echoes of the past, the boundary between life and death blurring. The air crackled with energy, a vortex of fear and despair. The friends huddled together, their eyes darting from the spectral figures to the locked door. There was nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Then, just as suddenly as they appeared, the figures vanished. The house fell silent. The only sound their ragged breathing, but the scent of decay lingered, a chilling reminder of the horrors that Blackwood held. The front door creaked open. Standing on the threshold, bathed in pale moonlight, was a shadowy figure. It beckoned them forward, its voice a low whisper on the wind.
Join us.
The friends exchanged terrified glances. Were they being offered a way out, or a one-way ticket into the heart of Blackwood's darkness? The answer, lost in the echoes of the house's tragic past, remained elusive, leaving their fate hanging in the balance.